Hello, friends, and welcome along to the Daily Download. David Tennant takes time out of the TARDIS to tell us about his new TV series. Paul Freeman, the oldest runner taking part in the London Marathon, has a break from fundraising to fill us in on his efforts. Suzi Perry is talking tracks of a different kind, preparing to present the next round of Formula One from Bahrain this weekend. And MasterChef's hungry hosts Greg Wallace and John Turreau chat about the crowning of next week's culinary champion. Today's Daily Download is dedicated to any grown-ups doing something for the first time today. And today's Daily Download is entitled, "It's Always Sunny Above the Clouds. You've just got to get up there, people. You've just got to get up there."
The Chris Evans Breakfast Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, do we have a round of applause? Let's hope we do. For David Tennant on the telephone now. Good morning, David.
Morning, Chris.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm very well. The fact that I'm speaking to you has just set the Doctor Who makeup wagon alight.
Oh, yes.
They're so excited. You are so loved in there.
Oh, well, thank you so much.
You're loved across the country, of course. You're a very loved individual. But no, I just stepped out of makeup to speak to you, and they're hanging on your every word.
Oh, thank you, people in Cardiff. I love you dearly. Let's talk about Doctor Who in just a second or two. But what's happening next Thursday? What's the big new show?
Next Thursday is a show called The Politician's Husband.
Yes.
Which is a little three-part thriller set in the murky world of Westminster.
Murky.
With myself and Emily Watson, the brilliant Emily Watson. Yes, it starts next Thursday at 9 o'clock on BBC Two, and it's a bit of a belter, I have to say.
Okay, you're happy with this one?
Yeah, I am, yeah.
It's
a juicy one.
It's all about a politician who gets beaten for the leadership and then has to sort of steal into the shadows. Is that right?
It is, but it's complicated about that. His wife is a junior. He's a high-flying cabinet minister. His wife is a junior minister who's very much the power behind his throne.
Yes.
And he makes a play for the head job,
Yes.
flunks it, and then she, of course, starts to come out of the shadows and rather overtake him. So he's dealing with his own the squashing of his own ambition, and also dealing with the fact that his wife becomes a lot more important than him.
All right, busy as ever. That starts next Thursday, 1 hours on BBC One, 9 o'clock. Don't miss that, whatever you do.
BBC Two.
Sorry, BBC Two. But of course, you're in Cardiff. You've mentioned that already. Now, I've been getting a few texts and a few messages from Cardiff because it's all very exciting there at the moment, isn't it?
Well, it's Doctor Who's 50 years old this
Yes.
year, yeah. So we're making a little programme to mark the fact.
A little programme. It sounds like the Doctor Who could have Band-Aid from what I've been hearing.
Well, you've got to push the boat out for a birthday. 50 years old. There's not many television programmes can claim that.
No, but all the old faces there. I mean, a lot of faces who actually have met the viewers via Doctor Who, but not met each other. You must be having a whale of a time.
We are having fun, yeah. It really is good fun. I mean, it could have been a bit tricky bringing lots of people from different eras to sort of work with each other. But I guess the current team of Matt and Jenna are so welcoming and enthusiastic about the whole thing that it has been a really fun time, I have to say.
All right, anybody else wearing any makeup that I might know?
Well, Billy's nearby somewhere. You knew her once, didn't you?
Yeah. Now that's where the texts have been coming from this week, I've got to say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, she's here, and it's very lovely to have her. And John Hurt is in this. I mean, talk about legendary.
I like him a lot. All right, well, listen, have a lovely day on the set of Doctor Who, and we'll watch you on the telly next Thursday on BBC Two.
Chris, it's always a joy to speak to you.
Cheers, David. Love to all the team there at BBC Cardiff.
Hello, I'm Kelly from the Stereophonics. When I'm not writing rock anthems, I listen to Chris Evans' Daily Download, and that's what you're doing too. For more information, photos and fun, head to the Radio 2 website or Chris's Facebook page. Enjoy your boyo.
And let's fast forward to Sunday morning. 36,000 runners taking to the streets for the Virgin London Marathon. They will include Mo Farah and this year's oldest competitor, who is Paul Freeman, and who was born in 1924, which makes you 88, Paul. Good morning.
That's quite right, yeah, I'm 88.
How has training?
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Well, it's a very great pleasure to speak to you. Thank you for agreeing to come on. How's training been going?
Not very well because the cold weather affects my breathing. So I just have to. I'm not worried about at what time I get in at this stage of my life. All I want to do. My main thing is the charity that I run for.
And who are you raising money for?
That's St Francis Hospice in Havering, Attibower, part of Romford.
And I know we were going to speak to you at 8:45, but you said, no, we can't do 8:45 because you're off this morning to go and raise money for them, aren't you?
Yeah, it's my last collection day.
Well, good luck with that. You are Paul Freeman, MBE. Is the MBE
Yes.
for running?
I got the MBE just over 5 years ago from Her Majesty because I raised such a lot of money over the years.
What a wonderful thing, Paul. And a final question I have to ask, and this is from someone who loves marathon running. I run several marathons a year. But, Paul, you're 90 next year. Are you ever tempted to just, I don't know, watch it on telly with a cup of tea?
Yeah.
Well, Paul, thank you ever so much for joining us, and all the very best of luck for Sunday morning.
I've got to tell you this before you go.
Yeah,
I've
please
also
do.
got my own charity concert party, and we've done well over 600 shows.
Well, Paul,
All for charity.
good luck with that. Good luck with the marathon on Sunday. We will be cheering you on all the way.
Well, if you're watching it, look for a bald-headed man with glasses running on his knees.
Paul, we'll look out for you. Good luck.
Hi, I'm Gordon Ramsay, and you're listening to the Chris Evans Daily Download. For more information, head to the Radio 2 website.
Always lightening up my weekends is a Grand Prix, and helping do that nowadays, Suzi Perry, of course. Let's talk to this woman whose talents range from being the golden girl with gadgets to a top talent of treasure hunt, and now leaving behind her trademark feathers for a prime time place in pole position as the first female Formula 1 presenter. In many ways, she's like Margaret Thatcher when it comes to F1. She's the first girl. Morning, Suze.
I'm not sure how to take that. Morning, Christopher Evans. How are you?
I'm good. Well, you're still alive. I mean, that's the naked difference there. There is a huge difference. So, Susie, 3 races into the job. How's it going?
Well, I think it's going very well. I enjoyed China very much because we were live, and that was great to be back in that environment.
Yes.
To be establishing more relationships and just being in that pit lane again. It woke all my senses up. It was fantastic.
Now, there are a few dream jobs in life, and, well, hopefully more than a few, and hopefully some of our listeners have them now, and they sort of, they address them with passion. They get engaged on a daily basis. Yours is, of course, a job that many men and women would like. How has it differed 3 races into how you thought it might be?
I kind of came in with a blank sheet of paper, although I did have a sense. Obviously, I've been to a lot of the tracks before, so I'm quite familiar with most of the pit lanes that we're going to. But it's weird coming into a paddock that with different people and 4 wheels instead of 2. Mm-hmm. So it's been quite strange in that respect. But everybody's been super friendly. And there's a lot of British people here, which is great. So I think I found it a little bit easier in some ways to get into it. And then, the politics and the dramas that go on are obviously quite huge. So that's also been fascinating.
Yeah, there's no drama like the backstories in Formula 1. And my goodness me, it's beating Shakespeare at the moment, it has to be said. Now, for the first couple of races, you didn't have Eddie FM on board, did you? But you
That's
do now
right.
have Eddie John. Eddie John. Now, did your contract allow you to be eased into a bit of David Coulthard, a few of the other guys, before Eddie pounced upon you?
I'm not sure you can even be eased into a bit of DC. However, yes, I suppose it was with the fact that we were doing highlights. And I know David anyway. I've met him quite a lot. He's a big biker, so over the years I've talked to him, and we are good friends. But yeah, Eddie is something else, isn't he? I mean, I knew that he was going to just suddenly disappear from shot,
yes.
But little did I know he was going to walk back into shot holding hands with Niki Lauda, for example.
Yeah, that's what he does. That's exactly what he does. All right, so you're in Bahrain. What's that looking like for the weekend?
Well, it's looking great for the weekend. I mean, it's hot as you would expect. It's currently 31 degrees, track temperature of 38, and the free practice session, the first one, is just starting.
Yes.
So they've all been out on track, apart from Nico and Lewis, who are just going out now, actually, to do their installation lap. I think it's going to be an exciting race. I think we'll see the Red Bulls on a charge again this weekend. I think they'll be back and furiously trying to get their points, particularly Sebastian Vettel, of course.
All right. Can I ask you this? You're on the radio now, of course you know that.
Yes.
Do you have your sunglasses on your head?
Yes.
That's the look. This is the Suzi Perry look. Will they always be there? I'm not quite sure. I'm waiting for the race when you think, no, it's too cloudy. I can't even put them on my head today.
I sleep in them.
All right, okay. Suzi, have a great weekend once again. BBC TV covering the Grand Prix in Bahrain. Not live. We have the highlights 5 p.m. on Saturdays and Sundays. Thanks, Suzi.
Hi, I'm Will Young, and you're listening to the Chris Evans Daily Download. For more information, head to the Radio 2 website.
All right. It's 19 minutes to 9 o'clock. It's a Friday morning. This is BBC Radio 2. And right now we're talking to a couple of culinary champions. These two have overseen a 5-week fury of fricassee, flambés and full-flavoured feasts as MasterChef has returned to our screens. Kings of the kitchen and bastions of the buttery biscuit base. Please welcome John Turone and, first of all, Greg Wallace. Morning, Greg.
Hello, Chris. How you doing, brother?
All right, me old China. How are you?
I'm away. I'm in Oman.
Oh, yeah. Oman, man.
I'm sunning my bald head on the beach.
So, is this you're en vacances, or you're doing some kind of MasterChef spin-off?
No. I'm purely on holiday.
Oh,
purely
yeah.
on holiday. We finished filming, that's it. I flew away. In fact, I haven't seen John for a few weeks. I kind of miss him.
OK, well, say hello to him now. John, this is Greg. Greg, this is John.
Hello, mate.
How are you?
All right, look, I'll come back next week. We'll have to have dinner.
Yeah, what a good idea.
Yeah, you can call each other when you're not on Radio 2. That's fine. So, John, Greg's catching some rays there. Why aren't you on holiday? What's going on with you, guy?
Well, I've been out sort of cycling all week trying to get fit because I've got those big cycles to do in August. So I've been braving the weather. Yesterday especially. But anyway, today I'm off to Paris.
Oh, you? Why? Tell us why.
To eat. I'm going to go and eat some food because I miss MasterChef. I haven't done it for a while, so I'm hungry.
I know. And also, when you go and eat in a restaurant, the food's still warm.
Can I just say, all the food we taste on MasterChef is exactly the same temperature as your food when you're finishing the dish. It's room temperature.
All right, don't get all specific.
No, because it's a common question and it's a good question. What we do is, as soon as everybody finishes
Yes.
cooking, we have to let the camera crews get in and get close-ups. Otherwise, no one at home would know what the food looked like.
I know that.
And it's room temperature, and you've got to remember as well, we're judging and tasting. We're not eating our dinner.
No, I know that. But, Greg, it wasn't a question. It was merely an accusation as far as I was concerned.
No,
so,
Chris, it's a common question.
Have you got a favourite amongst our last 7?
yes?
Go on, who is it?
What? Have I got a favourite? I can't. I'm not allowed to say that. I've been told I'm not allowed to say that.
No.
I've got to remain impartial.
Yeah.
In case she wins. That's all I'm saying. Now, John.
Can I tell you something that's coming up that was absolutely fabulous and one of the best days of our MasterChef life?
Yes, go on.
John was in the kitchen doing what John does in a chefy style. And it's coming up. I had dinner with 12 ex-Bond girls.
All right.
Yeah, can you imagine?
Thank you very much.
All the hard work and he
Yes.
sits out there with the Sheilas.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Evil. So, John, honestly, now you've got to be honest here. How does this series compare to the last 8?
John?
Well, I reckon it's our hottest series. I mean, the good thing about it is every time we do a series, you've got this wonderful array of people doing different styles of cuisines and, you know, different identities.
All right, we've lost him.
It seems that, I don't know, we've sort of gone up one more level. Whether it's because of the palate test or whether because there's a different benchmark, I don't know. But the food is fantastic.
The food is fantastic. Now, tonight's episode, you have a 1.5 hour challenge. I don't know if you can remember this, because of course you filmed it ages ago, but you have this 1.5 hour challenge tonight that's taking place. Have you ever considered doing this, in real time?
Well, I don't know. I don't know how you can cope with it, but it could be interesting, couldn't it? You do a one...
Yeah.
Sure, but the problem is that means they've got to cook, and we've got about 10 minutes to taste. You're watching us eat continuously for half an hour might get a little bit boring.
Well, I'm not sure. People love you. They really do. They can't get enough of you guys.
We're off to my favourite cuisine in the world soon as well. I hope I'm not giving too much away, but we actually take the last 3 to Italy for a week, and that is just stunning. And I was like, I don't know, a pig in it. I just absolutely love Italy, love the food, and it was really nice to celebrate that. So you watch, because I put on about 3 kilos while we're out there. You
can't do that. You're still working for that slimming company, aren't you?
Well, yeah, I'm doing very well. I still enjoy my food, but I tend to hit the gym.
All right.
And as John reminded you as well, we go for a lot of food. He's often on his bicycle. I don't bicycle, so I hit the gym.
All right, boys. Well, it's good. It's as good as ever, and good to talk to you as ever. Just before you go, Greg, what's your beach read while you're out there?
My beach read, I'm
Yes.
actually just now doing a short history of England, and I did a history of the Royal Naval First World War secret Q-boats. I'm a big history buff, Chris.
All right. And John, tell us about your weekend. Come on.
Well, I'm just going to duck on the train, go around, have a look at Paris, and have a nice time. Eat some food and maybe see a bit of culture.
Okay. Don't, Greg, don't ask him about the romance. We're not allowed to ask him about the romance,
No,
all right?
no romance. Go on, son.
Right, get off, both of you. Round of applause for both of them.
This was a download from BBC Radio 2.
It's Jamie Cullum here, and I have a show on BBC Radio 2 where I get to play the best of jazz, old and new, and all the stuff that excites me in between as well. Search online for Jamie Cullum Podcast.